Congressional leaders are set to meet with President Biden at the White House today in an effort to hammer out a deal on raising the nation's debt limit by June 1st.
Experts say an unprecedented debt default could trigger a financial catastrophe. NBC's Drew Petrimo joins us now live from Washington. Drew, good morning.
Well, good morning, David Marine. You know, over the last few days, we've heard some optimism from the president and members of Congress, but it's still not clear what a potential deal would look like, and time is running out.
Mr. President, what's your message for the Speaker?
With the fate of the fragile U.S. economy in their hands, the president and top congressional leaders meet at the White House today. The Treasury Secretary says if Congress does not lift the debt ceiling, the federal government could run out of funding as soon as June 1st. Over the weekend, President Biden sounding optimistic.
I really think there's a desire on their part as well as ours to reach agreement. I think we'll be able to do it.
But publicly, the two sides appear far apart. Republicans are demanding spending cuts in return for their votes to raise the debt ceiling. Democrats accuse the GOP of holding the economy hostage. And Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says no deal is in sight.
I don't think we're in a good place. I know we're not.
McCarthy says they need a deal by this weekend in order to get legislation through Congress without risking default.
We just had our secretary say June 1st we could run out of money. We only have so many days left.
It would be a catastrophe. No one should play with it. No one should flirt with it. No one should hold it hostage and say, unless you do this, we're going to default.
The stakes are clear. What's not is whether lawmakers can reach a deal before time runs out. Now, on Monday, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen wrote a letter to congressional leaders warning them that even pushing up to the last minute on the debt ceiling issue could trigger serious concerns about harm to consumer and business confidence, and that it could also raise rates for interest borrowers and threaten the credit of the U.S. government. Reporting from Washington, I'm Drew Petrimo. Back to you.
And Drew, we're hearing that the vice president will also be attending today's meeting at the White House. Is that right?
Yeah, and actually Vice President Harris was not at the initial meeting on this topic, but she is going to be there now. It could be looked at. One thing is the president is planning on heading overseas for the G7 meeting later this week, so he's going to be out of the country when some of these negotiations will be continuing on, so she might be needed to participate in there. And she's also going to be meeting with business leaders to focus on the impact that the potential default could have on businesses across the country. So she's going to be playing multiple roles on this issue.
Yeah, continues to be a big story that we'll be following. Drew, thank you so much.